As tensions continue to rise in the Middle East, we want to shift our attention to Asia, and more specifically Taiwan, who is constantly looking over their shoulder when it comes to China. This weekend, they will hold their elections, and the results could lead to military tension across the Taiwan Strait. Our Britt Clennett has been on the ground for us. She has more in this report.
A sea of tens of thousands of people packing into central Taipei, shouting slogans and pumping their fists in the air. These vibrant rallies held every day in the lead up to the weekend's high-stakes presidential vote.
They're blowing horns, they're waving their flags as their current president, Taiwan, is on stage tonight. This is democracy in action in Taiwan.
There couldn't be more on the line. Taiwan's sovereignty at stake. The threat of a Chinese invasion looming large over this self-governing island, which China sees as a breakaway province. For China, it's only a matter of time until Taiwan is under its authoritarian rule, by force if needed. President Xi, in his New Year's speech, even calling the reunification of Taiwan with the mainland a historical inevitability. The drums of war seeming to beat louder in recent years, a record number of Chinese warplanes and ships encircling the island. Yet Taiwan and China share close socio-economic ties. Most people do support having some form of relationship with Beijing. And while domestic policies are high on the agenda, the major distinguishing factor is each party's approach to managing the China threat. William Lai Ching-te of the ruling DPP is the current frontrunner and loathed by Chinese officials who have accused him of seeking independence for Taiwan.
Peace is priceless and war has no winners. We will ensure a future of democracy, peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific region.
Mr. Lai,
today asking Lai if he's confident about tomorrow's vote.
ABC News.
His running mate is Xiaobi Kim, Taiwan's former representative to the US.
We're all celebrating democracy.
But on the eve of the election, the race is too tight to call. The Chinese preferred candidate, Hou You-yi of the KMT party, has been closing in on Lai's lead. The KMT wants closer ties with Beijing, saying a vote for Hou is a vote for stability.
The Beijing-friendly candidate appealing to his voters, saying that this election is important because it makes the difference between war and peace, and that is in line with the Beijing narrative.
And then this year, there's a third party in play, the TPP, led by former Taipei Mayor Ke Wen-je.
What's your message to China?
China.
Ke says he doesn't see much trouble dealing with China. We just have to have a clear idea about each other's bottom line or find middle ground, he says. His young supporters are enticed by his pacifism.
Nobody wants war. Nobody wants to fight. Yeah.
But those in Lai's camp call it complacency and say this is exactly what China wants so that it can take over Taiwan.
So you see it as a choice between the US or China?
Yes.
What do you want?
We want the value of the freedom.
Democracy.
Yes.
The tussle for Taiwan, a key flashpoint in tensions between the US and China. The US has never officially denied China's claim over Taiwan. However, it continues to supply Taiwan with military training and weapons. No matter who wins, the US is now saying it will send an unofficial delegation here after the election, which could provoke a response from China. When former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan in 2022, Beijing launched unprecedented drills and even flew missiles over the island. On the eve of the election, the DPP is doing everything it can to convince young voters to keep China's military warnings front of mind.
It's up to us to protect our country, and starts with our vote tomorrow.
That's a thought echoed by these first-time voters.
I think we all have to know that China is now the biggest enemy for Taiwan now.
I agree that.
You all agree on that?
We all agree that. And we have to defend ourselves.
And the world will certainly be watching. Our thanks again to Britt.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.